Hey, what's up guys? Carolina Millan here. Today is April the 24th and I have everything set up here on my desk because I will be doing an interview with Caleb Maddix. That's right. I met Caleb for the very first time at Funnel Hacking Live in 2017. At the beginning of 2017, I went to Russell Brunson's event then, and that's the first time I met Caleb. I saw him speak live as well on stage. It was pretty cool, and I had already been following him for some time, and I thought his story was really inspiring, not just for teenagers and children, but also for adults like myself. Really seeing what he has achieved at such a young age gives me like a boost, you know? Instead of, you know, for some people, when they see somebody really young achieving so much and they're older than them, some people feel bad about that because they're like, oh, you know, he has all this time ahead of himself, and you know, my train left. That's how we say it in Spanish when it's too late for something. Se le fue el tren, which means they missed their train. I think that when we look at young entrepreneurs, young inspiring figures such as Caleb, we need to do the exact opposite. It's like, wow, if he at such a young age, without the life experience that I have, has achieved this, oh my god, what could I achieve with my experience and the additional wisdom that I've accumulated over the years? So basically that's how I feel when I see young successful people, and I really wanted to get him on the podcast and really talk to him and see how he could inspire you, my audience. Most of my audience are not 15 or 16. I probably have the odd 18-year-old following me, but that's about it. But I think you will find his story really inspiring. If you don't know who he is, I think you're gonna love the interview. I have like 20 minutes to eat something before we get on the call and to organize my supermarket bags. I just got back from the supermarket. So we'll see you guys in a bit.
Is I am huge on routines. I feel like the reason why a lot of people are in ruts and stuck and places they don't want to be is because they don't have enough routines that guarantee momentum for them. So a lot of people, they just go through their life with a meh mindset, right? They're like meh, you know, they kind of just go through life rather than a mission mindset. And I think that's the important shift. So for me, it's very routine driven. So I have my morning routine, then I have my nighttime routine, and then I have like kind of an evening routine as well, but it's the morning and nighttime routine are kind of like the bookmark. And then in between is kind of whatever I need to get done for the day. So about 5 a.m. I wake up, 4:45 a.m. I'll wake up, be ready for the day. I will get showered, all that stuff. I have a personal trainer who trains me for my health. And then I'll come downstairs and I'll write out all my goals for the day, and for like my life, like the goals that I've set for myself. I'll write those out. That way I'm starting my day with that mission in my mind.
Okay guys, I just wrapped up the interview with Caleb. It was pure gold. I mean, that young man, I don't want to say kid because he's not a kid anymore. Well, he's a kid to me. Sorry Caleb if you're watching. I'm more than twice his age. I'm 34, he's 16. And it's so freaking inspiring what he has done. I mean, I remember when I was 16, I was nowhere near that mindset. I was just another troubled teenager. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I didn't know what I wanted to go to university for, you know? If I had had these tools when I was 16, my life would be so different. But you know what? Despite all of that, one thing I can tell you is I have absolutely no regrets. No regrets. Everything happened because that's the way it had to happen. All the good stuff, all the bad stuff. And in a way, I'm really grateful that I got to live my quote-unquote normal teenage years and my quote-unquote normal childhood years. But I'm also grateful that I woke up soon enough, that I didn't wake up now at 34. I woke up at 23. That's when I woke up. When I say I woke up, what I mean is I realized that the status quo, the paradigm, having a job and working for someone else was not for me. I actually had a small wake-up call when I was 20. When I was 20, I was invited to my very first MLM meeting. And I was a little bit terrified. I remember I was invited to an Herbalife meeting at a hotel, and I was 20, and I wasn't ready for it. And you know, I wasn't ready for entrepreneurship. I didn't have a job. I was in second year of university, so at the time it was definitely not for me. Then the second time I got introduced to a business opportunity, which was another multi-level marketing company, at least I already had that notion of what it was, and that opened my mind, and it opened all the possibilities a little bit faster than if I had known absolutely nothing about entrepreneurship or multi-level marketing. Anyway, I love Caleb. I love his message, and you guys need to go right now to beyondthehustle.com if you haven't listened to the interview, because it's probably going to be published before this vlog. So by the time you watch this vlog, I think the interview with Caleb is going to be on the podcast. Either way, beyondthehustle.com, subscribe, share, help me spread the word. We're looking at entrepreneurs and inspiring people and what's beyond all the hustle, you know, basically. That's kind of my goal with the podcast, is to ask some very business questions and stuff, but I also like asking some personal questions so that you can see what's beyond that, beyond what you see. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed. I have to go grab some lunch. It's 4 p.m. I haven't eaten anything. I had a great time talking to Caleb, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Hey, what's up guys again? It's midnight. I just got back from having dinner with a very good friend of mine. She used to be one of my colleagues when I used to have a job. We haven't been colleagues since 2010, but we've remained friends since. It was 10 years ago. My god, time flies. 10 years ago. Early 2008, I started my first job. I remember 6 months in, 6 or 8 months in, I already knew I just couldn't be at a job for the rest of my life, and I started looking for a way out. Now, I was lucky, I guess. I was lucky that I realized this early on in my career, fresh out of university, at my first job. No matter where you're at in your life, I don't care how many years you've had a job, if you have that wake-up call today, if you realize today that you don't want to be in a job anymore, start looking for your exit strategy. Start designing your exit strategy. And for me, my exit strategy, what provided me with that was the internet. I started to use the internet to build my brand and to start businesses, and that's what ultimately bought me back my freedom. It's amazing. It works. That's what I did, and that's what hundreds of thousands of people do every single day. Every single day there are people who have this wake-up call. They go online and they start looking for ways to free themselves from their job. That's when they find my message sometimes, or they see my Facebook ad and they go like, wow, I think I can do that. I like what she's saying. And I also get a lot of detractors. I get a lot of people who don't believe in what I do, who don't think it's possible, who think I am not for real. They have no idea. They have no freaking idea. But I'm not gonna let the haters stop me. And I remember a saying, I don't know who said it, but it goes something like, if you haven't made enough people angry by noon every day, you're not hustling hard enough. I don't remember who said that. And I don't remember if it was noon or a particular time of the day, but every time I make somebody angry, every time somebody leaves a negative comment on my YouTube channel, I know that I'm doing something right. Don't be afraid of the haters. Let them be. Block them. Remove them. Don't let their negativity affect you or your business or your dreams, your plans, your goals, your vision. Don't let anybody interfere. Go after it. Chase it. Give it everything you've got and then some. Never give up. If one strategy doesn't work, try the next one and the next one and the next one, and always be working on your mindset, because sometimes it's not that the strategy is bad, it's not that the business you're trying to build is not a good business. Sometimes it's just that you're not ready up here and down here in your heart. So you need to find peace of mind. You need to find that, I don't know, I guess there has to be a congruency between your thoughts and your feelings and your emotions and where you want to go. So find that, look for it, and then start working on that strategy, my friend, because there are so many strategies and I will continue to give you some of mine. Remember, work on yourself first. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's vlog, and if you did, of course, go ahead and leave me a comment and give this video a big thumbs up. And of course, if you're not yet subscribed, be sure to hit the subscribe button, tap the notifications bell so you never miss a thing, because I'm uploading videos all the time. And I will see you next time. published before this podcast. I'm sorry, before this vlog.